Iran has once again sent shockwaves through global security circles after reports emerged of a successful test of one of its newest long-range missiles. Eyewitness videos shared across social media late Thursday night showed glowing trails in the skies above Tehran and other nearby cities, sparking speculation before officials confirmed the test. The move comes at a time when tensions with the United States and its allies remain high, making the development even more alarming for the West. Iranian lawmaker Mohsen Zanganeh went on state television and praised the test, calling it a milestone for the country's defense program. Without revealing full technical details, he claimed the missile was one of Iran's most advanced yet, designed to demonstrate that sanctions and isolation have not slowed the nation's military progress. According to Zanganeh, the system was launched 2 nights ago and operated exactly as planned. In several cities including Gorgan, Sari, and Semnan, residents described the event as both frightening and spectacular, as a fiery arc cut across the night sky. Footage circulated widely online, some of it posted by channels linked to Iran's Revolutionary Guards, though official state organs avoided directly claiming military responsibility. Later, a Tehran-based official confirmed that scheduled missile drills had indeed taken place on Thursday evening. Observers note that Iran has increased the pace of such activities in recent months. In late June, shortly after a brief but intense conflict with Israel, Tehran carried out a suborbital launch using a satellite vehicle. Analysts from outlets, such as Al Jazeera and Reuters, argue that while Iran insists these launches are peaceful, they also provide valuable experience that can feed into intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, development. A warning from a U.S. Defense Intelligence Agency back in 2019 remains relevant today. The report stated that space launch vehicles can serve as test beds for intercontinental missile technology, meaning that what Tehran learns in space projects may eventually be used in weapons capable of striking continents away. Washington and European capitals continue to cite this overlap as evidence that Iran's program is not purely civilian. Still, not all experts agree that Iran has reached a breakthrough. Security analyst Shaheen Modars told Iran International that while Iran's engineers have developed multi-stage rockets and are experimenting with guidance systems, there is no concrete evidence of a fully operational ICBM yet. If such a weapon already existed, Israel and parts of Europe would already be at risk, but the leap to reaching the U.S. mainland still looks far, he explained. Symbolism, however, is just as powerful as capability. With every test, Iran signals its defiance of international pressure and its readiness to act independently. Western officials have repeatedly accused Tehran of masking weapons research behind its space ambitions. According to the New York Times, U.S. diplomats are urging the United Nations to take stronger action against these activities, fearing they could upend the fragile balance in the Middle East. Inside Iran, political voices are growing bolder. Hardline lawmakers are demanding that the government take a more aggressive posture after the UN Security Council refused to lift sanctions and prepared for a snapback of arms embargoes later this month. Some MPs argue that Iran must change its nuclear stance entirely if it wants to survive in an increasingly hostile environment. One of the most striking remarks came from Ahmad Naduri, a senior parliamentary figure, who said Iran should rethink its membership in the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. Speaking to local media, he declared that the only safeguard against foreign intervention was nuclear deterrence, pointing to the fates of Iraq and Libya as warnings. History proves that states without nuclear protection face invasion and regime change, he said, urging difficult but necessary decisions. Tehran continues to publicly deny it is pursuing nuclear arms, stressing a religious edict by Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei that prohibits such weapons. Yet the increasing frequency of comments about changing the nuclear doctrine raises doubts abroad. European diplomats told Reuters they fear Iran may be preparing the ground for a long-term shift in policy that could eventually legitimize building nuclear arms.